So what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. So women are not above being questioned. So as you see in the thumbnail, Deshaun Watson, Houston Texans quarterback, they're going through this legal battle, this Me Too-ish battle about him and some massage therapist, which I didn't believe from the beginning. But this made me go, it's less believable, right? Because now all of a sudden, we're talking about the NFL and we're talking about people who are kind of in this believe all women mindset, right? And you have women who are getting questioned or examined or cross-examined, however you want to call it. And they're getting asked tough questions that they feel like, I just don't want to answer that. I'm just uncomfortable. Why are you doing this to me? Well, here's the thing. While there have been stories of guys going too far, being inappropriate with women, right? In the NFL, there have been just as many stories, if not more, in that same time period of women lying on guys and getting caught lying on guys. See, people forget that, and this extends outside of the NFL to the Me Too movement, where you have so many people like, listen, okay, you told your story. Now, so if this is your story, can you prove it? Most times, no. It's just got to take your word. A lot of he say, she say, right? But then when you put the onus on the guys to prove things, the guys have been better at giving evidence. The accused have been better at providing evidence than the accusers. Okay, so this idea that somebody did this to me and that to me, and you got to ask, were you a willing participant? And you're offended and say, no, how could you ask me if I was a participant? Well, that's a normal question. Did did he make an advance at you? Yeah. So is that advance harassment? Or was it harassment that day? Or is it harassment after the fact? You know what I'm saying? Or, since it was an issue, why did you not go to the police and file a report for this, that, and the third? Like, it becomes blatantly obvious that, when you're in a profession, now all of a sudden, because you're in this profession, what's a normal practice for one person is a lawsuit for another person. So what I mean by that is, if you're a massage therapist, it's not outside of massage therapy to have a client get naked and lay on the table and have they'll get naked and put a towel over them. You know what I'm saying? So you can massage their back. That's not outside of the norm of massage therapy. But the other stuff, right. But going a little further, it's not outside of the norm of women to flirt with rich and famous men, even when they're at work. But on one end, he can be accused and questioned of being rich and famous and leveraging his money and fame to try to seduce women. But on another end, you can't ask the question, were you using your sexuality were you leveraging your sexuality to get closer to him and his money and fame? So it's a problem to ask these questions, which to me, doesn't make sense. But take it a step further. All of these situations that keep happening with this Me Too-esque type of thing is you wind up in a situation where you start to see that at the end of the day, the men have consequences for being accused, exonerated, proven to be guilty, and convicted. They all have, as far as public opinion and financially they all take the same hit, except for convictions. You go to jail, right? If you get lied on, there's nothing for the accuser. If she's proven to be right, there's compensation for the accuser also. So now we're at this space where you're going to have to be questioned, because this is a win-win situation for the accuser and a lose-lose situation for the accused. So now any lawyers are probably looking at it, and the public's probably looking at it. No, you got to ask some tough questions, because this person has nothing to lose by saying this. And this person has nothing to lose by telling the truth or lying. So this person absolutely has nothing to lose. And this person can come back 5-10 years later and say, oops, my bad, I was just in a moment. And it still has already costed the person that was accused. So when people are, how dare you question this person? I got a question to say, you know what? I don't think you really, I don't think this really happened and you really had this situation, because if you can't handle the questions, then that's maybe because you ain't got no real answers. You know, your answers answers will incriminate you. That's just my thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. I'm going to get up out of here on this one. Peace.